coming out as an atheist is not a good thing usually for most people. Consequently, many atheists stay in the closet, just like the gays did in the 1960s, and some of them still do, because they are not ready to accept the abuse and negative reaction they would get from some people if they were to openly identify themselves as an atheist. For the first time ever, a president of the United States made a reference to non-believers in his inaugural speech. President Obama referred to people of different religious beliefs and non-believers. That's the first time a president has ever mentioned non-believers in his inaugural speech. They like to tout the God side a lot more. But he did not use the term atheist. He used the term non-believer. This is considered by humanists to be a little tiny step towards recognizing that non-believers do exist in our society, because society in general does not recognize that non-believers exist. Get the question onto the census form. That's one of our projects in Canada, to get a neutral question onto the census, which was taken last year, where people can declare themselves to be non-believers or atheists. There's a number of questions. What religion are you? And then there's a whole bunch of different religions, because they want to know what religion peoples are in Canada. And at the very end, I think they might have, the way the question is worded, it's a push question. It's a push question about what religion do you believe in. So you're expected to answer, but there is a little tiny box at the bottom about, you don't belong to any organized religion or something like that. It's not a very neutral question. We're trying to get that onto the census form. I refuse to get into arguments with people about what a word means, and especially the word atheist. I don't like referring to myself as an atheist, but other people say it's absolutely okay, especially humanists, especially those extreme humanists I was telling you about that don't like Christmas and don't like celebrating it and don't like having a Bible in their hotel room. They refer to themselves as atheists. They get mad when other humanists don't. I refer to myself as being a non-believer, or, depending on my audience or who I'm speaking to, I will refer to myself as a person who does not believe in a personal God who intervenes in human affairs. Maybe there is something out there, but I don't believe there's a personal God that's watching me right now and will do something about it if he doesn't like what I'm saying. Anyway, identifying yourself as an atheist or a non-believer can get a negative reaction from some or many people. Creating the illusion in our society, that's creating the illusion and continuing the illusion that there are not non-believers, that the non-believers do not exist in our society. They're sort of an invisible group. I'm not here to convert anyone to believe in humanism or to convince anyone humanism is a religion. It depends on how you define religion and what the word religion means to you. And as I have said, I am not and will not argue with people over what a word means. It can mean to people whatever they want it to mean to them. And sometimes they try to impose their meaning on other people, which I think is a hopeless task and argument. But Western belief, strongly influenced by the Christian, Muslim, and Jewish religions, believe that a belief in a God, a supreme being, an afterlife, and a spirit are essential aspects of a belief system for it to be a religion. Humanists do not believe in God, the afterlife, or the human spirit. Also, people like to think that when someone is gone, dead, that they're not really gone. That they're still there in some way and in some sense, and are not really gone completely. People like to think that. Many people seem to have an instinct to deny death. They do not like to think when they're gone, when they die, they like to think they're still here in some way. So when Jesus says, "He who shall believe in me shall have eternal life," that's a pretty attractive proposition. And I think that a lot of people, when they hear that, say, hey, that's the religion for me, eternal life. And humanism can't offer people eternal life. So it's hard for us to compete. It's hard for us to compete with religions that offer eternal life. I mean, what would your choice be? Most of the Oriental religions do not believe in God or an afterlife, such as Buddhism, Taoism, Confucianism. The religions, Western religions, are not tolerant religions, they are intolerant religions that do not tolerate other beliefs. They are exclusionary religions that exclude all other belief systems as being unacceptable belief systems. Whereas in general, humanists believe in tolerance and respect for others. I think that I'm starting to run out of time, so I'm not going to have time to finish my talk, which is too bad because I had some really earth-shaking and blockbuster things to say about religion and humanism, but unfortunately, I will not be able to get to that part of my talk.
Yeah, we're not gonna miss the blockbuster part.
Oh yes. Humanists believe we're all equal and nobody should get special treatment, so I'm not going to get special treatment here. Even humanists should not get special treatment. Anyway, I thank you all for being here. I thank you all for being here and listening to me today. Thank you very much.
David would prefer to take questions at the social hour, and I'm sure there will be many because that was a very provocative talk about how he interprets humanism.
It's a happy human. If you look at it closely, it's a human with his hands up in the air because he's happy. So that's a humanist symbol and icon. The second one here is CFI. That stands for Center for Inquiry, and it is a skeptical organization that questions and challenges everything, including the existence of God. And one of their mottos is, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence and proof. And there is not that extraordinary evidence and proof for the existence of God to justify a belief in him. Thank you very much, and it's been a pleasure talking to you again. Bye.